right, I'll start it off. Sisters and brothers, welcome to the 108th, I think, virtual Catbird Cafe. Thanks for you super talented people for showing up, and you legumes in the peanut gallery and tubers on YouTube. We're glad to have you. Tonight's suggested theme is Native American stuff, Indian stuff, because it's
And
what?
and there were several possibilities.
Oh, yeah.
Migratory Bird Day, American Indian Day, and or Windmill Day. And of course the themes are always optional.
Yeah.
All right then.
Sherman should like Windmill Day because his avocation is tilting windmills.
Right. Yep, that's what his business card says.
Yep.
Okay, folks, we are on YouTube and we are ready to go, and we are starting with Michelle Abadia, followed by Mike Delaney, and then Phil Hunt. So I'm going to spotlight Michelle.
Oh, don't
Yes,
do
yes,
it.
I must.
Yes, we love you, Michelle.
Oh, no.
All right, everybody, give it up for the amazing,
Fantabulous.
Michelle Abadia.
Go, Michelle. Go, Michelle.
Michelle.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hope everyone is having, sorry, a fantabulous day, evening, wee hours of the morning, afternoon. I'm not following any of the themes, but I keep them in my heart. I've done this one before, but not for a while, so here is In the Still of the Night. In the still of the night, as I gaze through my window at the moon in its flight, my thoughts all stray to you. In the still of the night, while the world is in slumber, all the days without number, darling, when I stray to you, do you know of me as I love you? Are you my lifetime babe, my dream come true? Or will this love of mine fade out of sight like the moon growing dim in the chill still of the night? In the still of the night, as I gaze through my window at the moon in its flight, my thoughts all straight are you. In the still of the night, while the world is in slumber, all the without number. Darling, when I stray to you, do you love me as I love you? Are you my lifetime, my dream come true? Or will this love of mine fade out of sight like the moon growing dim in the rim of the hill, in the chill still of the night of the
My goodness, glorious
Beautiful.
as always.
So beautiful.
Wow.
Let's see. Okay. Again, this one's I haven't done in a while, so here it is. My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I know it's the kids. When I'm out on a quiet street, fighting vainly the old ennui, and I suddenly turn and see your fantabulous face. Sorry, Gershwin. I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol thrills me nothing at all. Then why should it always be true that I get a kick out of you? Some get their kick from cocaine. I'm sure that if I took even a sniff, it would bore me terrifically too. Yeah, but I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously don't adore me. I get no kick on a plane, flying too high with a guy in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. Yeah, but I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously don't adore
My goodness. So amazing.
We get more than a kick out of you.
Oh, cool. Oh, don't make me cry. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much.
We adore you.
Yes,
Aw.
yes. We're so happy you're with us.
Thank
Every
you.
week.
Happy to be here. Thanks to you both. You're awesome.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
All right, before we go on to Mike Delaney and then Phil Hunt, I'd like to, because it's Native American Indian Day, as well as a couple of other themes, I'd like to acknowledge the Massachusetts tribe, the tribe of indigenous peoples from whom the colony, province, and Commonwealth of Massachusetts have taken their name. I would like to pay my respect to the ancestral bloodline of the Massachusetts tribe and their descendants, who still inhabit traditional, ancestral Massachusetts tribe territories to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now we can move on to Mr. Mike Delaney and spotlight him.
There he is.
Here he is. Were you out in the sun today, Mike?
No, I wasn't.
Oh.
Maybe I'm sick now too. Who knows?
Oh no! Oh no!
My wife's not feeling well, so
Yeah,
I
I
think
figure
it's
next
just a-
week I won't be feeling well after Stephen went bad this week. So anyway, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're not sick yet.
I'll take care of you.
You'll take care of it.
You
Yeah.
took care of me.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. All right, give it up, folks, for Mike Delaney.
Hey Mike! Oh my God!
yes, coming to you from the unceded land of the Massachusetts. Yeah. So my second song is going to be on the theme, but my first one is my favorite Bob Dylan song. When I first heard it, I didn't know it was a Bob Dylan song. It was such a great arrangement. I learned how to play it. Forever Young. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. May you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May you stay forever young.
Wonderful song.
Yeah,
Oh, so lovely, Mike.
thank you.
So wonderful to hear you. Always.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're great.
I put that one into the category of songs I wish I had written, right?
Yeah,
Words to that
Well-
were so gorgeous.
Yes, really. So this song is the song I'm going to play at the MGG benefit to prevent violence against Indigenous women next week from tomorrow, 5 p.m. And I wrote this. I heard a story about the Yurok tribe in Northern California, that they live on the Klamath River, and they gave their river the full status of a tribal member so that they could protect the river. And this is called She Is Our River. We are the downriver people. We call ourselves the Ool. We paddle along the Klamath River. Her waters were once clear and cool. She gave us redwood canoes and sent us salmon to eat. She always delivered sacred Klamath River. Our lives once were peaceful and sweet. She is our river, our life giver. She deserves to live long and in peace. She flows and feeds us, but now she needs us. We will deliver. She is our river. But who has taken our water and given back sewage and waste? Why do so few salmon spawn? Why is the river disgraced? The river needs our protection. The water, fish, and the birds. We must keep the river safe. We must be true to our word. She is our river, our life giver. She deserves to live long and in peace. She flows and feeds us, but now she needs us. We will deliver. She is our river. Now we declare that our river has the rights of a full tribal birth. From the lake all the way to the ocean, she nurtures us here on the earth. This is the best way to protect her, to make her a member of the tribe. We give her the rights of a person, because we know she's fully alive. She is our river, our life giver. She deserves to live long and in peace. She flows and feeds us, but now she needs us. We will deliver. She is our river. She is our river, our life giver. She deserves to live long and in peace. She flows and feeds us, but now she needs us. We will deliver. She is our river. She is our river. She is our river.
Aho.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Is that an original, Mike?
It sure is. Yep.
Wow, that's a great song. Woo!
It really is.
Wonderful.
Just wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
Right.
Yep. Heard the story on NPR.
Hey,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Before we go on to Phil, I just wanted to welcome Cowboy Rex, who is actually here just to say hi and is going to be a legume today. And thank you for coming and saying hi, though. And Ivy's happy that you are, because see, Ivy's right here. And also to Jan Sides, who has joined us and has not signed up, but Jan, if you would like to play, just let us know and we'll fit you in. And if you just want to sit in and watch and listen, that's wonderful too. And I love these land acknowledgments that people are adding to their participants list. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
Osage thing is great.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's another one Jan just added, Tonkawa.
Tankawa.
Yes. So anyway, now we'll go on to Phil Hunt. And thank you, Mike. That was amazing. Wonderful song.
Cowboys and Indians.
There he is. There's Phil Hunt. And folks, let's all welcome and give it up for Mr. Phil Hunt.
Evening, everyone. See that thing over my well, it's my left shoulder. That white church with the mountains and stars. My pal Uncle Steve up in Bridgewater, New Hampshire, who is a great songwriter and singer, head of the Uncle Steve Band. He does stuff in birch bark. That's all birch bark. He often does animals, bears and moose and things, but I made a pun about the birch church, and he came up with that. He does very nice work. Anyway. Here's one for springtime. Bald eagle's back in the cottonwood tree. The old brown hills are just about bare. Springtime sign all along the creeks. Magpies ganging up everywhere. Sunshine warm on the eastern slope. March came in like a lamb for a change. Gary's pulling calves at the old stampede. Made it through another on the northern range. Lonnie's pulling calves. Top of the world. Made it through another on the northern range. The old Chinook blew in last night. Strong and warm from the western sea. Pretty soon water running everywhere. Hell, couldn't run enough for me. Broodmare sleeping in the afternoon sun, shedding hair everywhere, time for a change. George is pulling calves at the T-bar Y, made it through another in the northern range. Waddy's pulling calves at the Triple E, made it through another in the northern range. Eagles back in the cottonwood tree. Old gray hills are just about bare. Springtime sign all along the creeks. Magpies ganging up everywhere. Sunshine warm on the eastern slope. March came in like a lamb for a change. pulling calves at the quarter circle S made it through northern the northern range. Alan's pulling calves at the bar for Orlock made it through northern the northern range. Jean's pulling calves at the horseshoe bar made it through another on the northern range. That's not a hard song to learn, except all the calf pulling at the end of every verse. There's an awful lot of calf pulling in that song. Something like the calf pull. Of course, that wonderful Canadian Ian. I know Bob and I in particular are partial to Mr. Tyson's work, and well, that's one of his. As a kid, I remember an old Weymouth history that was somewhere in my parents' house, and it had little known facts about Weymouth in it. Or they're probably little known now, but they might have been better known then. But one of the things I remember was old Aaron, who was the last Indian in Weymouth, is buried on an island in Whitman's Pond. I'd like to do a little research into that sometime. I don't know. Maybe he'd just like to be left alone, though. Anyway. When I was a kid, we used to summer up in New Hampshire at Newfound Lake, still spend some time up there, but my two older brothers went fishing on the Dick Brown Brook. They followed it up these cliffs that we used to call the Cascades. A lot of houses up there now, but back then it was just a stream coming down over the rocks. They came back and told me they'd met a man fishing, and he said he was an Abenaki. And at the time, the name didn't mean a whole lot to us, but in their time, quite a nation. Still are. A lot of different subgroups in Maine and New Hampshire and elsewhere. So, anyway, on another topic, here's a great piece by Mr. Tom Russell called Blue Wing. A blue wing tattooed on his shoulder. It might have been a bluebird, I don't know. He'd get stone drunk, talk about Alaska and the salmon boats at 45 below. He said he got his blue wing up in Walla Walla. His cellmate there was little Willie John. Now Willie was once a great blues singer. Wing and Willie sat, wrote him up a song. It's dark in here, can't see the sky, but I look at this blue wing, I close my eyes, and I fly away. Beyond these walls, up above the clouds, rain don't fall on a poor man's dreams. Hey, hey, on a poor man's dreams. Hey, hey. Blue wing in August of 1963. He moved north picking apples to the town of Wenatchee. Then winter finally caught him in a rundown trailer park on the south side of Seattle, where the days grow gray and dark. And he drank and he dreamt a vision of when the salmon still ran free and his father's crossed that wild old Bering Sea. The land belonged to everyone. There were old songs yet to sing. Now it's narrowed down to a cheap hotel and a tattooed prison wing. It's dark in here, can't see the sky. I look at this blue wing, I close my eyes, and I fly away. Beyond these walls, up above the clouds, where the rain don't fall on a poor man's dreams. Hey, hey, on a poor man's dreams. Hey, hey. He drank his way to L.A., that's where he died. No one knew his Christian name, there was no one there to cry. but I dreamt they had a funeral. A preacher with a cheap pine box. Halfway through the service, Blue Wing began to talk. It's dark in here, can't see the sky. But I look at this Blue Wing, I close my eyes, I fly away. Beyond these walls, up above the clouds, where the rain don't fall, on a poor man's street. Hey, hey, on a poor man's street. Hey, hey.
Great
Yeah.
stuff.
Be here with you all.
Glad to have you back. It's been a few weeks. Nice to see you.
Feeling okay?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I'm feeling some of the fatigue that they foretold. It's kind of a foggy head. But today I didn't feel it. I don't, and of course it's kind of cumulative. I'm on my, see if I've had 3 days plus 2 solid weeks of radiation. I've got 12 more sessions to go, 2 solid weeks, then a couple days after the Memorial Day weekend. The funny thing is the sessions themselves, only about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But to get out of my house, to get into town, to come back, if I'm lucky, I can do it in 4 hours, which I don't mind. I mean, and I'm getting a lot of walking, and I walk a half mile to a bus stop on Copeland Street, catch the bus to Ashmont, take the red line into Park Street, take the green line out Huntington Ave, walk down Francis Street.
Yeah.
And I think I'll probably miss it once it's over. I certainly hope it's doing its job, and I hope yours is doing its job, Stephen, and anybody else who's getting zapped.
Same here, my brother. And do you have a skin rash yet?
I feel a little bit of a kind of sunburn feel back there, but I can't get a very good look at it. I've got a cream that was recommended to put on it that I use a couple times a day. It's it has calendula in it, and wasn't he that crazy Roman emperor?
All right.
I ought to be ashamed, but I'm not. Anyway.
All right. Feels great.
Thank you all. Nice to be here.
Yeah, glad to see you and glad you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Oh, we have Glenn Gardner coming up next. And after Glenn, we have Tom Maynard and then Catman Bill. So let's, folks, all welcome Glenn Gardner from Arizona.
Yay, Glenn! Yay, Glenn! Oh, Glenn! Yay, Glenn!
Hey, Michelle. And everybody else. Thank you guys so much. And I'm gonna stick with the theme of Native American or things Native American. The first one was one I wrote. The second one I didn't write. But this one came to me as I was hiking up to some thousands-of-year-old ruins not far from here, and the peoples were called the Hohokam. And they were predecessors of the Pima, Navajo, many actually, but they did not have a written language. So our knowledge of what they were all about is limited. But this site sits way, way, way high up, and it was a fortification that they built. And it's called Sears Cay. And these people mysteriously, about 1,200 years ago, disappeared. And don't really know whether it was something valley fever, viral, war, but they just basically went away. But anyway, I was up there and I was checking out these ruins, and this song just came to me. It's called Ruins. Seeing the ruins makes time stand still. I'm gazing from the shore across a river of time. Shadow of ghosts float across my mind, whispering stories and forgotten rhymes. The years just seem to melt away. The ancient songs are the wind. Spirits sing of a long past day. Then time stops to let 'em play. This is the song the old ones sing. Broken rocks meet the sky. Voices long gone still fill the air. In the ruins, the old songs never die. Years just seem to melt away. The ancient songs are the wind. Spirits sing of a long past day. Then time stops to let 'em play. Seeing the ruins makes time stand still. I'm gazing from the shore across a river of time. Shadow of ghosts float across my mind, whispering stories and forgotten rhymes. Years just seem to melt away. The ancient songs are the wind. Spirits sing of a long past day. Then time stops to let 'em play. That's called Ruins.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
beautiful
That was
And if any you ever come down here, we'll take you up there.
I
right.
expect you to do that, Glenn.
It's a magic place. It's a magic place.
Yeah, I like seeing your hikes every day on Facebook. I know it's not the same feeling, but it's nice to see the images.
Yeah, well, it's funny. Yesterday, I was, it was 2 days ago actually. I was. There's just lots of artifact around here, and I visited a place that's operated by Arizona State University, and it's a place where there are over 1,500 petroglyphs. Some of them are 10,000 years old. Some of them are not quite that old, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years old. And it's a very, it's a very real reminder that there were people here for a very long time, and figured things out. As a matter of fact, the Hohokam were pretty amazing engineers, and the canals that they dug to move water around the valley here are actually still in use. They knew how to move water through the desert, which, if you're going to live here, is something that has to happen. So this second song I didn't write, but Michael Martin Murphey did, and it's a true story as well, and it's about Geronimo. Well, they put Geronimo in jail down south. Couldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. Sergeant, Sergeant, don't you feel there's something wrong with that automobile? Governor, Governor, isn't it strange? They don't have no cars on the Indian Range. Warden, Warden, listen to me. Be brave and set Geronimo free. Oh, boys, take me back. Wanna ride in Geronimo's Cadillac. Oh, boys, take me back. Wanna ride in Geronimo's Cadillac. Let me ride. Let me ride. Warden, Warden, don't you know the prisoners have got no place to go? They took old Geronimo by storm, ripped off the feathers from his uniform. Well, Jesus tells me, and I believe it's true, the red man is in the sunset too. They took all his land, now they won't give it back. They sent Geronimo a Cadillac. Oh, boys, take me back. Wanna ride in Geronimo's Cadillac. Oh, boys, take me back. Wanna ride in Geronimo's Cadillac.
Great song, great version.
Really great song.
Oh, thanks, guys. That's called Geronimo's Cadillac.
Great job.
Really good. Good set. Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you.
And
Tom Maynard is next, isn't he?
yes, he is. There he is.
Hey, Tom.
Oh gosh. Hello.
Surprise.
And so we don't surprise anybody else. After Tom, we have Catman Bill, Mark Bishop Evans, and Marianne McAllister. Go, Tom.
Thanks.
Go, Tom.
Thanks.
Go, Tom. All right, everybody, give it up. It's Tom Maynard.
Thank you. So I'm gonna start off with some Native American flute here. This is kind of goes along, of course, with the theme. but it also this particular tune is something I've called "Up in the Cloudless Sky." And the recording I do of this has bird song in the background. I'm not going to be able to do that here, but this is this is "Up in a Cloudless Sky." It's a variation on it. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, but let's see how it works out.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That was really nice.
Fantastic, man.
I have it on
Beautiful.
CD.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was gorgeous.
I got a little something caught in my throat in the middle of it.
Oh, no.
So my next, let's see, my next thing I'm going to do is a song by David Roth. Of course, now I've got something caught in my throat.
Got to be hard to do. Play two of those flutes at the same time.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah.
If you need a break, Tom, we can.
No, I think I'm okay. We'll see.
All right.
Sending you a wish tonight, and I'm wrapping it with love, enfolding you in brilliant light, a million stars above. The world goes spinning around so fast, and often takes its toll. Nothing it can do can change your sweet and gentle soul. Noises fade, commotion calms, and all the earth is still. I hold you in my thoughts tonight, I know that I always will. The silence is so heavenly, the stillness so divine. I hear the beating of your heart. Can you hear mine? All the riches I have known, and all the things I've seen, my greatest treasure is your trust, my fondest hope, your dream. If I could have one wish tonight, I tell you what I'd do. I'd wish that everyone could have the things I wish for you. If I could have one wish tonight, I'd tell you what I do. I wish that everyone could have the things I wish for you. I'm sending you a wish tonight.
Lovely. Wish the same to you.
Yes.
Oh,
Great stuff.
And I got to say, Tom's going to be performing on May 22nd at the Musicians for the Greater Goods concert to benefit the Indian Law Resource Center. The theme will be to prevent violence against Indigenous women. And some of the rest of us here will be playing as well. I'll be emceeing it. Mark Bishop Evans will be there. Mary Ann McAllister will be opening. Ron Israel, Sherman Whipple, and a bunch of other folks that are not here this evening. And
Mike Delaney.
Oh, Mike Delaney.
Yeah, he's here.
Please forgive. And so we hope to see you there.
Yeah.
Who next?
Good show. Who is next is Catman Bill.
All right. And Catman Bill, you come under the Catbird category of fresh meat. And and so everyone, please give a warm Catbird welcome to Catman Bill.
Well, I do happen to be a part-time cat rescuer and happen to have about 7 of these little monsters running around my house. Clean waters flowing through their land. Clean waters flowing through their land. The pipeline was planned for Bismarck. The dispute there began. Clean waters flowing through their land. Texas first planned the pipeline crossing the Missouri near Bismarck town. The town said, no, don't put it there, dig it further down. Better to put the pipeline near the Sioux. Clean waters flow for me and flows for you. They had stopped the pipeline near Cannonball, North Dakota. Water warriors from many tribal bands. Then friends across the world had joined in Lakota. Keep clean waters flowing throughout their lands. Clean waters flowing through their lands. Clean waters flowing through their lands. The pipeline was planned for Bismarck. It didn't there began. Clean waters flowing through their lands. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, good song.
Great song. Wow.
So that song is called Where Will the Giants Roam? And back in 2014, I, as an art dealer, delivered a work of art to a client that lives on Fifth Avenue in New York. And he showed me around his art collection. And at the end, he walked me over to his mantle, and he was proud to show me a set of huge elephant ivory tusks draping his mantle. And remember, that was a very dark moment for me, and I didn't know what to do. And I'm always able to do, but that one got me stumped. And anyways, on the way back to Connecticut, I thought of, and by the way, when I was looking at these tusks, I reached out and I touched the tips, and I didn't know why, but I remember on the way back on the Metro North train that I, back in '82, was in the side room in a emergency local hospital, staring down at my dead father, and I began touching his jaw, and my mother asked me, "What are you doing that for?" And I had no answer until, as I rode the train home, I finally had that answer. And it's the way the living reach out to the dead, either with the touching of a hand or a swaying of a tusk over a lifeless form. And the song grew out of that, along with a collaboration of Alex Forbes. There's an elephant loose on Fifth Avenue tonight. I know his spirit's near. You could hear him rumble across the sky. See him in your rearview mirror. Yes, that's the thunder of his pounding feet, far from his watering hole. 'Cause that's the tusk on your mantelpiece. You carved out part of his soul. Thought you just had to have it. Well, that's some heavy traffic toll. When the jungle's gone, where will the giants roam? Where will the giants roam? Money don't last that long. Where will the giants roam? Where will the giants roam? When your conscience calls and there's nobody home. Where will the giants roam? There's a rhino loose on the Shanghai street, knocking on your bedroom door, asking about that medicine you need and what kind of fool it's for. Thought you just had to have it. Well, that's some heavy traffic. Oh, when the jungle's gone, where will the giants roam? Where will the giants roam? Money don't last that long. Where will the giants roam? Where will the giants roam? When your conscience calls and there's nobody home. Where will the giants roam? Where will the giants roam? Where will the giants roam? They roam. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. Good song.
Great stuff. Catman Bill.
Yeah.
There was some Zoom-related cutoffs going through your set there. And did you say you co-wrote that with Ellis? Ralph?
Alex Forbes. Do you know her?
No. Nope. I thought you were talking about Ellis Ralph, who is going to be playing here later. But it's great to have you aboard, and please don't be a stranger, okay?
Yeah, come back. Come back soon. We post the sign-up sheet for the following week on Monday mornings between 9 and 9:30 on the Catbird Café Facebook page. So that's the easiest and fastest way to sign up for the following week.
The sooner you sign up, the sooner you get to play.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Catman.
Yeah.
And now we have Mark Bishop Evans.
Cool.
Hello.
Here he is.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, everybody.
Hi there.
So I'm going to break with tradition here and try to actually stay with the themes.
Oh
Wow.
my! Oh no! Oh my!
Might break with my tradition.
So, folks, let's give a hand to Mark Bishop Evans.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark.
Go, Mark.
So this first song's got to do with windmills. Okay. Now I didn't write either one of these songs, so but anyway. Through the woodland, through the valley, comes a horseman wild and free, tilting at the windmill passing. Who can the brave young horseman be? He is wild and he is mellow, he is strong but he is weak, he is cruel but he is jello, he is wise but he is meek. Reaching for his saddlebags, he takes a battered book into his hand. Standing like a prophet bold, he shouts across the ocean to the shore. He can shout no more. I have come o'er moor and mountain like the hawk upon the wing. I was once a shining knight who was the guardian of a king. I have searched the whole world over, looking for a place to sleep. I have seen the strong survive, I have seen the lean grow weak. See the children of the earth who wake to find their table bare. See the gentry in the country riding off to take the air. Reaching for his saddlebags, he takes a rusty sword into his hand. Striking up a knightly pose, he shouts across the ocean to the shore, till he can shout no more. See the jailer with the key who locks away all trace of sin. See the judge upon the bench, tries the case as best he can. See the wise and wicked ones who feed upon life's sacred fire. See the soldier with his gun who must be dead to be admired. See the man who tips the needle, see the man who buys and sells, see the one who puts the collar on the ones who dare not tell. See the drunkard in the tavern, stemming gold to make ends meet. See the youth in ghetto black, condemned to life upon the street. Reaching for his saddlebags, he takes a tarnished cross into his hand. Standing like a preacher now, he shouts across the ocean to the shore. Then in a blaze of tangled hooms he gallops off to the dusty plain, in vain to search again where no one will hear. Through the woodland, through the valley, comes a horseman wild and free, tilting at the windmill passing. Who can the brave young horseman be? He is wild but he is mellow, he is strong but he is weak, he is cruel but he is gentle, he is wise but he is meek.
What a beautiful, beautiful song. And what a beautiful voice and what a beautiful guitar.
That's Gordon. That's Gordon Lightfoot for you.
Wow.
You know?
Really? Wow.
And are you really on the Agua Caliente reservation?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Cathedral City is on that reservation. Yeah.
Wow.
So here's another one of Gordon's songs. This one is called Cherokee Bend, and it is loosely a true story. And I apologize for that massive echo at the beginning of the first song. It was a little bit out of hand. His father was a man who could never understand the shame of a red man's face. So they lived in the hills and they never came down but to trade at the white man's place. Early in the spring, ere the snow had disappeared, they came down with a bag of skins. In the fall of the year of 1910, Daddy died by a rope down Cherokee Bend. The daddy didn't like what the white man said about the dirty little kid at his side. Daddy didn't like what the white man did, nor the deal, nor the way that he lied. There was blood on the floor of the government store when the men took his daddy away. And the boy stayed by till he come to his end, then he run like the wind from Cherokee Bend. Now the mother was alone and the winter was at hand when she prayed to her spirit kin. It was warm in the lodge in the Kentucky hills on the day when the boy came in. A blizzard came down, covered up the door till they thought that it never would end. And he told her the tale of the terrible affair at the government store down in Cherokee Bend. Daddy didn't like what the white man said about the dirty little kid at his side. Daddy didn't like what the white man did, nor the deal, nor the way that he lied. For 3 long days and 3 long nights they wept and they mourned, and then she returned to her work and her weaving, and they tried to forget about Cherokee Bend. Now the boy wasn't big, but he hunted what he could, and they lived for a time that way. But the food ran low and the meat went bad, and she said to the boy one day, I'm leaving tonight, I never will return from the land of my spirit kin. You must take what you need and trade what you can for a red man's grave down at Cherokee Bend. It wasn't very long till she closed her eyes and he wrapped her in a robe, found her a place on the side of the hill, and he buried her in the snow. Early in the spring he was seen coming down with his load looking ragged and thin. Not a year had gone by when he stood once again at the government store down in Cherokee Bend. Now he was 10 years tall and a redskin too, so he hadn't much face to save. And the men sat around and they laughed and they clowned at the talk of a criminal's grave. Then the man from the east didn't smile when he said, you're the son of that Indian scum. If you value your hide, you better abide by the white man's rules here at Cherokee Bend. Daddy didn't like what the white man said about the dirty little kid at his side. Daddy didn't like what the white man did, nor the deal, nor the way that he lied. So he spit on the floor of the government store, and it served him to no good end. By the close of the day they had taken him away to the white man's school down at Cherokee Bend. Been 21 years since the boy disappeared. Where he run to nobody knows, but they say he fell in with a man named Jim, and he rides in the rodeos. They say he returns alone to a place hidden deep in a Kentucky glen. It is pretty well known who hauled up the stones to the grave on the hill above Cherokee Bend. Now Daddy didn't like what the white man said about the dirty little kid at his side. Daddy didn't like what the white man did, nor the deal, nor the way that he lied. There was blood on the floor of the government store when the men took his daddy away. He was 1910 and they never had a friend. Daddy died by a rope down in Cherokee Bend. He was 1910 and they never had a friend. Daddy died by the rope down in Cherokee Bend.
Oh. Yeah. They wanted to kill the Indian to save the man. That's how they put it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Mark Bishop Evans.
Some great songs as always. Great songs, great voice, great guitar. Remove spotlight. Now, we're going to take a quick visit before Marianne McAllister to Israel. We're going to say hi to J-Nut.
Hi, J-Nut.
There she is, because it's almost bedtime, so we better get a chat with her.
Yeah.
Well, Joanna put me up to that.
What, to the J-Nut?
Yeah, I like
it. It's
Yeah.
great. It's really good. Yeah, Joanna was signed up, but she canceled earlier today, so she didn't say why. Just she'd see us next week. So, anyway, how are you?
How are things in Israel? Have they settled down a little bit?
A little, not a lot.
Because there was a journalist for Al Jazeera who was Palestinian who was killed, and there's been a lot
They're still trying to figure out exactly what happened.
yeah.
Lots of
Yeah.
different stories.
Yeah, there was a story that she was caught in a crossfire, but then someone said that there was no firefight going on there.
Yeah.
So,
Can I sell you a bridge between Manhattan and one of the islands?
yeah. No, maybe they'll get to the bottom of it. Maybe they never will. But it was a terrible situation.
It's awful. It really is depressing.
And there are a lot of things that don't make the news.
Yeah.
Even with everybody walking around with the phone and there are a lot of things that get glossed over.
Yeah, that Israeli-Palestinian thing hasn't had much coverage here because of Ukraine and a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
Right.
The Ukraine is new. This has been going on for 70-something years.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be hard for you.
Yeah, tough times. But anyway, we can actually ask you something else, like how are you and what are you doing with yourself lately?
Trying not to melt because the temperatures have hit the 90s.
Yikes! Do you have air conditioning?
We did until the second time that it blew the fuses, and we haven't fixed it since then.
Oh, gee. Wow.
Because why invest in fixing something when for about a year now we've been expecting any day now to get 90 days notice for them to do the demolition and rebuilding.
Oh.
Okay. That's interesting. All right. For 90 days notice for 2 years, huh? Wow. Well, stay cool then, Janet. And
thank you.
Glad you joined us, and
God bless you.
And we'll see you next week, we hope.
God willing, and the creek don't rise. Yeah.
You got it. All right. Take care now. And now it's time for Marianne McAllister. If she is paying attention, there she is. She's not doing her chores anymore. She's actually ready to play. Let's have a really big round of applause for Marianne McAllister.
The cakes are in the oven, so I just hope it doesn't go off and beep while I'm playing. So.
Oh, I bet they'll be really good when they're done. We can all have some.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could. Dang it. Wish I could. These songs kind of came about because of the dates. So I'm kind of off theme, but I'm kind of on topic. So tomorrow is a full lunar eclipse, which I don't think we'll see anything of it because it's so darn cloudy and rainy. So until I think Monday, so I think we're out of the game. But this song, I think I might have played it last week even, but no moon at all. That's just so darn funny. So I had to put it in for today. So, no moon at all. No moon at all, what a night. Even lightning bugs have dimmed their lights. Stars have disappeared from sight, and there's no moon at all. Don't make a sound, it's so dark. Even Fido is afraid to bark. What a perfect night to park, and there's no moon at all. Should we want atmosphere for inspiration, dear? One kiss will make it clear that tonight is right and bright moonlight might disappear. No moon at all up above. This is nothing like they told us of. Just to think we fell in love and there's no moon at all. Do, 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 should we want atmosphere for inspiration, dear? One kiss could make it clear that tonight is right and bright moonlight might disappear. No moon at all up above. This is nothing like they told us of. And to think we fell in love and there's no moon at all.
Wonderful.
Oh, beautiful.
Who wrote that,
This
Marianne?
next song is because, huh? Am I
Who
not
wrote
coming
it?
through? Okay. My, I should have asked before I started. My microphone is hissing, throwing a hissy fit.
Oh, can you hear us talking to you?
Yeah, I can hear you, but
Okay.
usually I was really hissy when stuff was coming through. And
We were asking who wrote that.
oh, who wrote that? Dave Mann and Red Evans. Red with 2 D's.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
And
Thank you.
who's after me? Because
After
my timer's going off.
Oh, after you is Keith Goggin.
So,
Do you want
is
to?
there Keith, are you there? Is Keith
Keith
after me?
here?
He is here.
Okay.
Is there any chance? I don't see him.
Oh, I see him.
I hate to break protocol, but could I stagger with Keith? Would that be okay?
Would you be ready?
Yeah.
To play, Keith?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Oh, her cake's ready.
Yeah, her cake's
Okay.
ready. All right. I'm going to spotlight Keith then. Wait a minute. Remove. And then there he is. Okay.
All right, let's see.
Well, folks, now all of a sudden we have Keith Goggin, and we need to give him a round of applause.
All right.
Hey, Keith.
Well, I was going to make it tonight myself, but I did, so that's good. I'm going to do one that I learned from a friend of mine last week. We did an open mic here in Virginia, and this is a song she did, and so I stole it from her. But it's I think the Weepies did it, whoever the heck that is. Never heard of it, but it's a cool song. She said it was an earworm, and I think she's right. Okay, that's close enough. I was going to do that while she was playing her second song, but that's all right. Let's see. My little love, where'd you come from up above? Where you going to, my little love? Your eyes look in mine, dear, and then at the sky. Your gaze is so clear here till you pass on by. My little love, where'd you come from up above? Where you going to, my little love? Tears fall and keep heart, though mostly they're mine. I keep you in my heart, so you're not hard to find. Oh, my little love, where'd you come from up above? Where you going to, my little love? Hold my hand, fill my cup, smile at my face, baby, light my whole world up. Oh, my little love, where'd you come from up above? Where you going to, my little love? My little love, where'd you come from up above? Where you going to, my little love? My little love, where'd you come from up above? Where you going to, my little love? My little love, my little love. Now you have the earworm.
Oh,
great.
thank you. That's for sure in the earworm.
All right, now Mary Ann's got to do one so I can switch guitar.
That what's happening?
Marianne, you back?
She might not be, Keith.
Uh-oh.
I'm back.
He's there.
Okay, she's back. We'll be back to you in a minute, Keith.
All right.
Okay. So
So, oh, that cake smells good.
this next song was because yesterday was Friday the 13th. And there's another song I do that's just so droopy dog, boop, boop. And this one's right in there with it. This is Everything Happens to Me, which actually, if everything happens to you, then good stuff. Okay. Anyway, so black cats creep across my path until I'm almost mad. I must have roused the devil's wrath, 'cause all my luck is bad. I make a date for golf, and you can bet your life it rains. I tried to give a party, and the guy next door complains. I guess I'll go through life just catching colds and missing trains. Everything happens to me. I never miss a thing. I've had the measles and the mumps, and every time I play an ace, my partner always trumps. I guess I'm just a fool who never looked before she jumps. Everything happens to me. At first my heart thought you could break this this jinx for me, that love would turn the trick to and despair. But now I can't just school this head that thinks for me. I've mortgaged all my castles in the air. I telegraphed and phoned and sent an airmail special too. Your answer was goodbye, and there was even postage due. I fell in love just once, and then it had to be you. Everything happens to me. Everything happens to me. At first, my heart thought you could bring this jinx for me, that love would turn the trick to end despair. But now I can't fool this head that thinks for me. I've mortgaged all my castles in the air. I telegraphed and phoned and sent an airmail special too. Your answer was goodbye, and there was even postage due. I fell in love just once, and then it had to be with you. Everything happens to me.
Wow.
Ah.
Very
All
nice.
right. That was
Gorgeous.
great. Woo, Marianne.
I
Yes,
can't
it.
keep those chords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
can't.
glad. I love the way we can see how she plays the chords
Yeah.
on her guitar.
Yep.
Some people don't show their guitar playing. It is so good to watch her.
What's happening next week?
Oh, so we've got some possible theme. Well, let's let Keith play, and then we'll talk about themes.
Okay.
Okay. So
Talking about themes, now for the rarity, actually I'm doing, you said migratory birds. This is a
Yeah.
bird song. I put up a bunch of bluebird houses, and I actually got bluebirds in one immediately, which was awesome.
Awesome is right.
They got chicks and the whole thing. So I was gonna learn this song, and I just haven't had time to do it. So when I got here, I literally just got home. I got here and I put the words up, and anybody can put anything to blues. I rearranged this song, but it's Mark Knopfler's lyrics. But anyway, it's called Bluebird. Pasture, I got rats in my barn. I got crows in my pasture, baby. I got rats in my barn. If I was you, little bluebird, I'd up and find me another farm. I got nightshade in my meadow. I got ragweed in my corn. I got nightshade in my meadow. I got ragweed in my corn. If I was you, little bluebird, I'd be long gone. rafter. I got weevils in my hay. I got squirrels in my rafter. I got weevils in my hay. If I was you, little bluebird, you know I'd up and fly away. Fly away, girl. Got crows in my pasture. I got rats in my barn. I got crows in my pasture, baby. I got rats in my barn. If I was you, little bluebird, you know I'd find me another farm.
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Anyway, I learned that about 5 minutes ago.
Keith, Bob.
Keith, you're awesome.
Outstanding.
Where's Lisa?
She is in Houston, and I thought she was going to come, but I haven't seen her, so.
Oh, I guess not.
Oh, well.
Oh, she
I was
missed
going
you.
to call her and remind her, but I didn't have a chance, so.
Well, give her our best, would
Yes, say
I will
hello.
do that. I will do. She may show up
Oh,
later. I don't know. Hard to tell.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And now, coming up, we have Storm, then Ron Israel, and then Sherman Whipple. But before we bring on Storm, I wanted to talk about next week. We have 3 options for our theme next week, which is World Turtle Day, Endangered Species Day, which is on the 20th, and or Talk Like Yoda Day.
So miss it, do not.
All right, folks. Now we're going to go to Storm. And I just have to find him to spotlight. There he is. And spotlight. And there's Storm.
Hey, Storm.
Hi, Storm.
Thank you. It's nice to be back with you all.
Good to have you here, and glad we could fit you in a little early so you can leave when you have to. But first, we need to have some applause.
Give it up for Storm.
Okay. Indian hunter ritual. The dead deer speaks. He points the antlers of my severed head towards the birthplace of the sun, spreads a meal of corn before my parted lips, reminds me I came to his song as he waited, and leaves with my body knowing I shall tell of his caring for the time when another deer must come. There'll be no sound of drumming beside the Mohawk Trail. You won't smell sage or sweetgrass. You can't hear the teacher's tale. The sacred ground lies covered because the COVID rose, and the pipe sings its song now somewhere down the road. You won't see the swirling dancers. There'll be no happy chatter. The family's been dispersed. The people cannot gather. The sacred ground lies covered because the COVID rose, and the pipe sings its song now somewhere down the road. There'll be no crafts or weavings, no chance to make a living, no timeline for the future. The times are unforgiving. There'll be the sacred ground lies covered because the COVID rose, and the pipe sings its song now somewhere down the road. Yes, the sacred ground lies covered because the COVID rose, and the pipe sings its song now, somewhere down the road. Just branches, mud, and garbage, because the COVID rose, and the pipe sings its song now, somewhere down the road.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Very haunting.
Thank you. Into forest primeval. When the deer come to feed from your hand and the birds sing your arrival, then I will know it's time to join you, dancing in meadows, laughing, running, embracing, lying quietly together. Together we will raise the sun. There's a wild hog in these woods, deedle-um down, deedle-um day. There's a wild hog in these woods, deedle-um down, dee-day. There's a wild hog in these woods, he eats men's flesh, and he drinks men's blood. Cut him down, cut him down, catch him if you can. I followed that hog with a gun and knife, deedle-um down, deedle-um day. I followed that hog with a gun and knife, deedle-um down, dee-day. I followed that hog with a gun and knife. I swear I'll take that wild hog's life. Cut him down, catch him if you can. I followed that wild hog to his den, deedle-um down, deedle-um day. I followed that wild hog to his den, deedle-um down, dee-day. I followed that wild hog to his den. I found the bones of 1,000 men. Cut him down, catch him if you can. Hold the horn up to your mouth, deedle-um down, deedle-um day. Hold the horn up to your mouth, deedle-um down, dee-day. Hold the horn up to your mouth, blow a blast both north and south. Cut him down, catch him if you can. The wild hog come in such a rush, deedle-um down, deedle-um day. The wild hog come in such a rush, deedle-um down, dee-day. The wild hog come in such a rush, tearing his way through the underbrush. Cut him down, catch him if you can. If you would that wild hog see, deedle-um down, deedle-um day. If you would that wild hog see, deedle-um down, dee-day. If you would that wild hog see, blow a blast, he'll come for me. Cut him down, catch him if you can. There's a wild hog in these woods, deedle-um down, deedle-um day. There's a wild hog in these woods, deedle-um down, dee-day. There's a wild hog in these woods, he eats men's flesh, and he drinks men's blood. Cut him down, catch him if you can. Cut him down, catch him if you can.
Deedle down today. That's great stuff.
Yeah, really great.
Storm.
Yeah, Storm.
Woo.
The two poems and the first song are all my originals. The second song is called Wild Hog in the Woods. I tweaked it a little bit, but it's mainly as I learned from the singing of Boston Trout String Band. And it's actually a version of a child ballad called Sir Lionel.
Oh, thank you. Well, and love the originals. Those were really good stuff.
Ain't nobody likes Storm.
No, thanks, Storm.
Give it up. There you go. All right.
Now, we're moving right along to Ron Israel. Ron, there you are. And Ron, we talked a little bit about the MGG show already. And I know Sherman's coming up in a few, so you're welcome to talk about MGG or wait for Sherman's next, actually. So we can leave it for Sherman, whichever you like.
You could do anything.
No,
Dan
Sherman's the man on this.
That's right.
So he should talk about it. Just a little, I don't want to jinx myself, but I have been in touch with turns out to be very, very well-known Native American singer-songwriter who may appear on the show. But stay tuned for more.
Okay. Okay. Well, folks, in the meantime, let's say hello and welcome and give a round of applause for Ron Israel.
This is a song from a CD called Lover Boy Looks for the Meaning of Love that I did a couple of years back. When in spite of your persistence, this world just lets you down, and you need roadside assistance to help bring things around. I'll run so fast, hounds can't catch me. Leave the old north wind behind and return the love that saved me and rescue you in time. If a crack splits your foundation and nothing is secure, if a painful situation seems too hard to cure, I'll run so fast, hounds can't catch me. Leave the old north wind behind, return the love that saved me, and rescue you in time. Now, my memory's long. I honor the date when somebody loved me and I wasn't that great. I'm your old age insurance, your social security, your hope for resurgence when there's no place left to be. I'll run so fast, hounds can't catch me. Leave the old north wind behind and return the love that saved me and rescue you in time.
Great song. Nice guitar work.
Oh, that's unusual. Well, I'm not really into my guitar playing.
Always.
So this song I wrote, this song actually maybe is hard to trace back. but it was inspired by this song that Stephen does of John Prine's called something I Don't Need Nobody. I forget the chorus.
I ain't hurting nobody.
Right.
I ain't hurting nobody. Okay,
Yes.
so this is maybe a positive. This is in the same category of song, but different chords and different vibe. I met a spider crawling on a great big log. He was scratching the nose of an old bullfrog. Made me happy, made me feel good, made me happy, made me feel good. I was looking up yonder in the great blue sky. A ladybug saw me and then said hi. I made me happy, made me feel good, made me happy, made me feel good. I mean, why waste your time and darken your mind with things that are not good style? Beneath your feet there's a different beat that all the while makes you smile. Now there's a dude on my street had a great big grudge. One day he says, who am I to judge? Made me happy, made me feel good, made me happy, made me feel good. I saw a refugee from a foreign land. I reached out to give him a helping hand. Made me happy, made me feel good, made me happy, made me feel good. I said, let's take a break from this political stuff. I told the boys, enough is enough. Made me happy, made me feel good, made me happy, made me feel good. But I always find time to be with you, just hanging out and do what we do. Makes me happy, makes me feel good, makes me happy, makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Ron.
Ron Israel.
Two good songs. Right.
Let's go check in with Storm because he has an announcement to make.
That's right. He has something he forgot to tell us. Here you go, Storm.
Go, Storm.
Yeah, I don't know if people are familiar with the music of Leon Rosselson or not. He's a very famous political folk singer who's been writing for many, many years. And the People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle is doing a tribute to his music that he is actually going to be part of. And that's only a small part of an absolutely amazing lineup of folk singers who are going to be singing his songs, including Frankie Armstrong, Billy Bragg, Rick Burkhart, Martin Carthy, Russ Chandler, Barbara Dane, Nancy Kerr, Sandra Kerr, Charlie King, and Martin Simpson, and several others. It's going to be 3 to 5 p.m. on May 22nd, which is a Sunday, and that's in Eastern Time. And you can sign up at peoplesmusic.org. You can watch it for free on YouTube, or if you pay $2 as a non-member, you get notice of the show and can watch it on Zoom. Or you can join the People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle and get it and a lot of other things for free.
Hey, very good. And then, and so that's from 3 to 5 next Sunday, the 22nd. And then at 5 o'clock, you can switch over to the Musicians for the Greater Good concert for Indigenous women. and that'll fill up your whole day. That'll be a valuable day for everybody.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you, Storm. And now we will go. Yeah.
I just finished. Let me.
Ron, you talking, or you talking to us or talking to Fern?
He doesn't hear.
My bad. Sorry, I'm muting.
Okay.
All right, now.
I wanted to just point out, I was reading the paper today in the obituaries. Fred Ward died yesterday at the age of 79. He co-starred in Tremors, The Player, The Right Stuff, a bunch of other things, and he was a quarter Cherokee, something that not many people know. Sorry, go on.
Okay. All right, thank you, Stephen. Now we need to find Sherman. There he is. There we go. And there's our poster for Indian Law Resource Center. And Sherman, would you talk a little bit about that as well as doing your set?
Yeah, I will. I'm going to start out with that on the 22nd at 5 o'clock. We'll be raising funds for the Indian Law Resource Center. It is one of the few centrally organized Indian rights organizations. This had been around for about 40, 50 years, and it has a history of providing the legal.
Turn it I don't want to turn.
I'm sorry. It has a history of providing legal support nationally, and so I think it was a good source for the funds we raised. I have a request that everybody should go and share this with their friends. If you belong to groups, there's a pay section for sharing with groups. And we have a number of good things happening here. One of them is Mary Ann's going to be there, Mike Delaney. Kim Moberg is our feature. Bob Uvello, Olivia Brownlee, some of you know her, she's out on the West Coast. Ron is going to be performing, unless he gives it off to somebody else. Katie Bach will be there. David Jackson, who's part Micmac, will be there, followed by Jay Cunningham. Jay Cunningham, Singing Spirit Cunningham, is going to be doing a drum song, which the song is called Anishinaabe Cree. It's the Ojibwe Strong Woman song. And he and a female singer will be doing that song. Then we have. Too. I'm sorry?
He's part Indian as well.
Yes, he is also Micmac. Then Mark Bishop Evans, Joan Sides, Tom Maynard will be doing his whistle bit, which I was so impressed with. That was really beautiful, Tom. And so that's it for the people who are doing this. And I just hope everyone can join us. And right now, share it a lot. I know the people, Monday I will be reconnecting with Lisa at the Indian Law Center. I did speak with Chris, their attorney, one of the legal people, on Friday, and he's confirmed that they're all in on it. So there's that.
All right, Sherman.
All right, and before you start playing, also I want to mention that the Kim Moberg is Tlingit.
Yes, an Alaskan tribe. And my friend Lee Balser is the one who got this whole thing started. And
good.
It was her idea to push this, and so it's coming to fruition.
All right.
Didn't even realize she was
Now,
going back.
before Sherman starts to play, we need to have a round of applause for Sherman Whipple.
Put them together.
Put 'em together.
Hey, Sherman.
All right, and I'm just going to do one song because actually I'm due elsewhere momentarily.
Oh.
So this is a song by Bob Dylan. Oh, my name, it means nothing. My age, it means less. The country I come from, they call the Midwest. I was taught and brought up there, the laws to abide. That I live in has God on its side. Oh, the history books tell it, they tell it so well. How the cavalry charged and the Indians fell. The cavalry charged and the Indians died. Oh, the country was young then, with God on our side. Spanish-American war had its day, and the Civil War too was soon laid away, and the names of the heroes I was taught to memorize, with guns in their hands and with God on their side. The First World War, it came to an end. The reason for fighting I never did get, but I learned to accept it, and accept it with pride. 'Cause you don't count the dead when God's on your side. The Second World War, it came to an end. We forgave the Germans, and then they were friends. Though they murdered 6 million, in the ovens they fried. The Germans now too have God on their side. I've learned to hate Russian throughout my whole life. If another war comes, it's there we must fight. To hate them and fear them, to run and to hide, and accept it all bravely with God on my side. But now we've got weapons of the chemical dust, If fire them we're forced to, then fire them we must. One push of the button and a shot the world wide. You never ask questions when God's on your side. Through many a dark hour, I've been thinking about this. How Jesus Christ was betrayed by a kiss. But I cannot think for you. You must decide whether Judas Iscariot had God on his side. So now, as I'm leaving, I'm weary as hell. The confusion I'm feeling, no tongue can tell. The words fill my head, then fall to the floor. That if God is on our side, He'll stop the next war.
Oh,
perfect.
Sherman Whipple doing the prophet Bob Dylan's version of modern history. Yeah, it's great stuff, man.
Great, Sherman. That was great.
Thank you so much, and I'm running off.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you for
Take care.
sticking in long enough to give us that. That was really good.
That was fun. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Can I say something? May 24th is Dylan's birthday. So you may want to add that to the list of themes for next week. Just a suggestion.
Yeah, how old is he going to be?
81.
81.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know why that's not appearing on the list of holidays you all are looking at. That's
It's not.
That's a
It
national
wasn't
holiday.
there. Thank you, Ron.
Yeah.
That was important.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
It's Slytherin time.
It's Slytherin time. There he is. There. Okay. And we're going to give it up for the snakes.
Let's hear it.
Good evening. Just came in the door, basically.
Where were you?
My grandson's graduation party.
Congratulations to him. That's great.
This song I tried last week, and it was a total train wreck. And it was so bad that as soon as the Catbird ended, I totally redid the arrangements. It was a real disaster. Song from '77, written by Kate Wolf, and it's such an amazing song that it has to be done right. It's called The Trumpet Vine. The trumpet vine grew in the kitchen window and bloomed bright orange on the wall. You sat in the morning light holding a guitar as the first summer rain began to fall. And like the gentle raindrops, your words fell in the air, making things so clear as we quietly sat there. It reminded me of other times that we'd come before and brought a song or just walked in through the kitchen door. Now it seems the truest words I ever heard from you were said at kitchen tables we have known. 'Cause somehow in that warm room with coffee on the stove, our hearts were really most at home. Sitting at a table, looking hard at you, catching up on stories of the things we tried to do. It seems we really said the most when we didn't talk at all. Let the songs speak for us like the sunlight on the wall. Now as we come and go in sunshine or in rain, some years are seen more clearly than the rest. And if it weren't for kitchen songs and mornings spent with friends, we all might lose the things we love the best. I can see you sitting there beneath the trunk of vine, sunlight through the window in the kitchen in my mind. You came when you were needed, I could not ask for more than to turn and find you walking through the kitchen door. Could not ask for more than to turn and find you walking through the kitchen door.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was
beautiful.
really beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, amazing. Great arrangement.
Yep.
This is a song written in 1961 by Willie Nelson. I usually do it slow, the way Patsy Cline did it, as a slow ballad. But he had originally intended it to be more up-tempo. And I tried it that way, and it works. Basic for being so lonely. Crazy for feeling so blue. You love me as long as you wanted, someday you leave me for somebody new. Worry, why should I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? Crazy, thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for crying, crazy for sighing, crazy for loving you. But worry, why should I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? Well, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for crying, crazy for sighing, and crazy for loving you. I'm crazy for crying, crazy for sighing, and crazy for loving
Lovely.
Nicely done.
Absolutely lovely. Eric the Snake Gullickson.
Glad you made it in time, Snake.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
And now, before we go on, we've got Dan and Angela and Judy and Ellis, and then Charlie and Melissa don't seem to be here, so we'll go on to Freddie K and end the night. So,
That's right.
but first, a word from
In the
our
meantime.
sexy sponsor.
So, everybody knows, I think, most people know, maybe newbies don't, but we are here because of the New England Wildlife Center. When we had an actual on-site Catbird Café, it was at the New England Wildlife Center, and our goal is to, of course, make a music community, but also to raise money for the New England Wildlife Center, which is doing great work. And right now, this week, I don't have a story because they've been everybody's so busy at the Wildlife Center with orphaned baby birds and baby possums and baby raccoons, and it's baby season. So there's just too much to do to take care of the babies, and nobody has time to write more stories. So I'm sure there'll be some good stories in the next few weeks. But right now, we just ask for your support. Anywildlife.org, you can make an online donation. A donate button is right on the home page, or to send a donation by the mail. The address is 500 Columbian Street in South Weymouth, Massachusetts, 02190. And as always, we appreciate your support and your interest in the New England Wildlife Center, and for all you've done and that you will do. We're very appreciative. So thank you again. And now we are going to move on to the Dan and Angela household and spotlight them. And here's Angela Mashali. You guys came on late this week.
Yeah, we were away on Monday, so.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's okay.
Well, anyway,
You know, it's good
glad
to-
you're glad you're here.
You know, do it different times anyway. You know. Not
Yeah,
always-
that's cool.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah, you know.
let's have a hand for Angela Mashali.
Hello, Angela.
Angela.
Hear that voice. Okay, I wanted to start with a very short Native American chant and then go into a Cat Stevens song. But you'll see how it connects somehow. In my mind, it does anyway. Kuate leno leno mayote. Kuate leno leno mayote. Hano, hano, hano. Kuate leno leno mayote. Kuate leno leno mayote. I know, I know, I know. Let me be one with the infinite sun. Let me be one with the infinite sun. Forever, 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 forever.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's fine building jumbo planes or taking a ride on a cosmic train. Switch on summer from a slot machine. Yes, you can get what you want if you want it, 'cause you can get anything. I know we come a long way, we're changing day to day, but tell me, where do the children play? Well, you roll on roads over fresh green grass for your lorry loads, pumping petrol gas, and you make them long and you make them tough, but they just go on, and it seems like you can't get off. I know we come a long way, we're changing day to day, but tell me, where do the children play? Well, you crack the sky, scrapers fill the air, but will you keep on building higher till there's no more room up there? Will you make us laugh? Will you make us cry? And will you tell us when to live? And will you tell us when to die? I know we come a long way, we're changing day to day, but tell me, where do the children play? Where do they play? Where do the children play?
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Beautiful, Angela. Both parts of it.
This is an original, and it's about...
Really nicely done.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Oops. This is an original, and this one is about windmills. Actually, I wrote this song a number of years ago. It was for Earth Day. Actually, it was at a green school, and I did a gig with Owen Kennedy. But I wrote this song called "Breeze is a Possibility," And it has the theme of wind, but it also has the theme of travel.
You got
Because
the
in
thing
Mykonos, in Greece, they have windmills. So there's a reference to that. It's called Breezes of Possibility. The blowing wind caresses your face as we walk the horizon home. Together we travel to faraway worlds, gold trusting wings in flight. Envision ourselves catching the souls, harnessing breezes of possibility. Envision ourselves catching the gale, harnessing breezes of possibility. Turn gently the windmills of our minds. Your Aegean sea eyes ripe in Mykonos. Pure is the wind, steady like you in my life, compelling us toward our every dream. Envision ourselves catching the souls, harnessing breezes of possibility. Envision ourselves catching the gale, harnessing breezes of possibility. As fear dissolves, the winds of change, spinning mandalas in our hearts. Imagine the swirl of glowing light, a circle of Earth's rotation behold, close dear. Envision ourselves catching the souls, harnessing breezes of possibility. Envision ourselves catching the gale, harnessing breezes of possibility.
Thank you.
hauntingly beautiful song.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful, Angela.
Thank you.
No, I love Owen Kennedy.
I know you have one.
He's such a dear friend.
I know. Thank you, Angela. And now it's Dan. There he is, coming from backstage, out to join us. Don't have to change the spotlight. Everybody, unmute yourselves, and let's give a hand for Dan Zampino.
Oh, Dan. Good to see you.
I think I will do the theme of American Indians. America starts in Hudson Bay and it goes down to Tierra del Fuego. It is the two continents. and people kind of forget that in this part of the world. But I'm going to read 3 short poems about that are inspired by Native Americans. One takes place in New Hampshire. The second one in a ruined site called Jibochatun, which is a place outside of Merida, Mexico. And the third in Edsna, which is outside of which is near Campeche, which is also in the peninsula of Yucatan. And then the fourth, I'm gonna do a longer piece with Angela, and she's gonna play the flute behind me, Pakal's Tomb, which I've done before. So the first one is called The Silence. It's very short, but it's part of the poems I wrote when I was in New Hampshire a year ago. The Silence. Will we ever know what the Abenaki knew when the drone of trucks and cars and aircraft did not sing song alongside the poplars, the stones, the gurgling branches of New England's tree trunks? Will we ever know the silence that is prerequisite to the seeking of visions? Then the second poem. Jibochatun is a place, it means place with writings on stone. This is in Merida. It's a part of the Mayan ruins. Atop the steps stood and sat the royal and plumed peons on the lower rungs, as dancers and singers, colorful in costumes, entered the stone plaza plains. Off the walls of the temple sang the ritualized stomping of feet as they thumped the sacred earth, voices echoing the sunrise, thundering in resplendent joy. And then I will take you to Edsna. Atop the temple of the warriors at Edsna. Looming atop the 5th level, stone affixed, atop the temple of the warriors at Edsna, seeing the unseen, as if I was never vanquished, like a jaguar whose morning sojourn is with the sun, but at night mixes with darkness, my praying solitude. Corralled with my comrades in an armed defense of the divine attributes, blessed with eyes seeing into the admixture of time, for aren't the Maya students of time, which is prophecy? Blessed are the fertile perambulations of sex and life, the solitary disfigured tooth of the river of life. Quetzal plumage imitating the sun, awestruck by the heightened stones of my calling. Some lifetime I will be a warrior priest and peer into the vistas, where I will finally caress the heavens like a lover. Then I will become a bruja and canvass the underworld, where the blood offerings make me chastened, and return me to a lifetime when I will be a warrior again, atop the temple at Edsna. And then I will go into Pakal's tomb. Ready? Flutes play sullenly. Wind ruffles gently. Gasps among the people. The great king lies on a slab. Screams of 6 murdered prisoners, shrieking like howler monkeys, shudder, somber stillness. Atop Pakal's temple, mountain of stone, I hear the dirge, 13 centuries old. Summoned down 79 slippery steps, I enter sweaty bowels. Doleful tomb. Pakal's entry to world beyond, Chthonian opening, damp and leavened, ground sanctified by blood of dead captives. Pakal buried, had once like a serpent tunneled through portal into chaos, underlaying aromatic illusion of physical life. His city, abandoned by his grandson, overrun by jungle. His grandeur like a parched plant, withered. Pakal's civilization, where serpent harbored secret of existence, desaparecido, disappeared. In Pakal's city, renamed Palenque, I spot a viper's slither across forgotten centuries. Followed by a nun in Catholic Mexican regalia, her sweaty descent one slippery step at a time. She provokes my fear something unseen might cause her harm. I can't tell you why, but I grab her arm. A Mexican priest grabs her other arm. Her lips mouth native lengua, not my lengua, but a bond is between us. Kathleen Gringo, nuns to my 5th grade. I cast a protective veil around her with my aura, traversing between the living and the dead, feeling the ancient king breathing reincarnated life as the nun unceremoniously defiles the serpent by her holy cloth. Her Christos-trained eye keeps her vigilant. Pakal, the Snake King, slithers back and forth through the portal of time, acting on the premise the serpent had made to Adam. Like the gods, he too could go through the portal. The nun latches to my arm like a lifeline. She approaches the clammy portal and reproves herself for guilty curiosity, but innocently, praying to stay that Pakal is a relic. That sweet passage through portal of eternity belongs to her God and to no one else. At Pakal's tomb, she mutters her lengua to me. I understand nothing, yet everything. Hundreds of feet beneath the ground, remembering a king hundreds of years forgotten, we stand at a dreaded vortex of life and death. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, John. My hands are behind you.
That was powerful, especially with the flute.
Thank you.
That was
really
really special. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Very good poems. All right. So now we are moving on, and Judy is next. And I think, there we go. There we go. Okay.
Does the guitar sound
Here's
okay?
Judy and Ellis, they're in the same room.
It's Mary Ann's fault.
Oh, Mary Ann's fault. Everything seems to be Mary Ann's fault. She's the instigator of everything.
Yeah, last week she saw me singing along to some of Ellis's songs, and she said, "Do you ever sing together? Would you guys sing together?" And so we're responding to Mary Ann's request. I'm going to do a song by myself, and then Ellis and I'll do a song together, and then Ellis will do something, and we'll do something together.
Okay, but let us give you some applause before you start. Thank you, guys.
It was great to see both of you.
All right.
So this is a song called Canyon Quest, and it's a result of my wishing I could go to the Havasupai Nation in Arizona. And at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, I've seen pictures of the Havasupai Falls, and there's something that just really touches my heart deeply. So this is a wish song, as if I were there. Step by step you walk the trail on your vision quest. The canyon's walls are red and steep. The sun sinking in the west. The night is cool, the sky is clear. You face this test with no fear, and know I'm with you in spirit. Like the eagles above you I fly, the canyon song, can you hear it? It calls us together tonight, tonight. Moon goddess dances in the night, healing prayers are sung, energy to those in need, the old, the sick, the young. Now circle round the fire near and give your love with no fear, and know I'm with you in spirit. Like the eagles above you I fly, the canyon song, can you hear it? It calls us together tonight, tonight. Now take this gift I've given you to the waterfall, to the pools of turquoise blue, and offer it to all, like poetry, like song so sweet, like desert nights in summer heat. I know I'm with you in spirit. Like the eagles above you I fly, the canyon song, can you hear it? It calls us together tonight, tonight, tonight. Oh, oh, oh,
Beautiful, Judy. Wow.
Oh, so lovely, Judy. That was great.
I was wishing to have Angela's flute on that. That would have been wonderful.
That would have been special, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So Ellis and I are going to do a song together called "Your Love Is on the Run." This is a song I wrote about life being too busy for love. Sunday morning, it's raining softly, your body close to mine. Pull the clovers close around us, praying for some time. But the day calls you away from me, there's things that must be done. I feel you slip away from me, your love is on the run. my cheek, you kiss my lips softly, say I love you. We go for walks on starry nights, talk of things to come. But now you draw away from me, your love is on the run. Like a bandit, like a thief in the night, it is stealing away. Your love is on the run. Like a bandit, like a thief in the night, it is stealing away. Your love is on the run. Wish that you could know the way my heart feels deep inside. I tried to climb into your eyes, but you run away and hide. I'd like to capture you alive, count your love as one, but your heart is just a renegade. Your love is on the run. Like a bandit, like a thief in the night, it is stealing away. Your love is on the run. Your love is on the run.
Oh, that was
Wow.
So good.
Thank you.
Very great.
You make a
Marianne,
nice
thank
duo,
you
for
for
sure.
suggesting that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Marianne, I was thanking Marianne for suggesting that you two get together and sing. That
Just
was
so
wonderful.
special to hear two people on the, everything is so single, and so here you guys is.
Yeah, thanks for asking, Marianne. All right.
Terrific.
We're moving over to Ellis now.
Now we're going to hear Ellis, and everybody, let's unmute again and give a round of applause for Ellis.
Yo, Ellis. Over here.
Capo too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while.
Do you have room?
Yep.
Watch this right here.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
I remember it was the first job I had where I was free of working for the man, and I remember that. It was the first job I had where I was really working with a band, and I remember that. It was the first job I had.
the first love I had, where I had really felt like we belonged, and I remember that. It was the first love I had where I was really hurt when it went wrong, and I remember that. It was the first love I had. Sometime the first time is the worst time. Sometime the cursed are the blessed. Sometime the right time might be next time. Let's expect the next time will be best. I remember it was the first time I gave until I really had no more to give, and I remember that. Well, it was the first time I gave until I really wished I never lived, and I remember that. Well, it was the first time I gave. Sometime the first time is the worst time. Sometimes the cursed are the blessed. Sometimes the right time might be next time. Let's pretend the next time will be best.
Beautiful. Really wonderful.
Really nice.
Nice song. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I couldn't make up my mind whether it should be a bird song, but this song is temporarily tangentially thematic. I don't know if just finger picking if you can hear this. Up? I don't know how to turn it up except for the...
No, that was thumbs up. We can hear it fine.
Oh, thumbs up. I started in Chicago, Lakeshore Drive, planned to take my time and arrive alive. I departed down through countryside on a 2,400-mile joyride. I said a prayer for my Pontiac. I don't care if I don't come back. Made my normal stop at Steak and Shake for the first of many coffee breaks. No one's ever been gone down that mother road so long. Ever since that long road's been so long gone away. A pit stop at Dixie Trucker's home to talk shop. You can't have too much chrome. Had a drink in Lincoln, Sherman too. Goodbye Illinois, hello Mizzou. Now the Coral Court was my last resort, so I was on to bourbon, down a quart, 40 winks at the Wagon Wheel Motel. No one's ever felt so well. No one's ever been gone down that mother road so long. Ever since that long road's been so long gone away. past the world's biggest rocking chair. I was on the clock and rolled through there. No time for the cashew chicken grill. Doolittle, Sleeper, Carterville. Before I know it, Joplin's gone. Piece of my heart. Farewell song, bye-bye, baby. Raise your hand. Summertime, get it while you can. At Miami, slam a cup of joe and a burger made of buffalo. Through Veneta, through White Oak, my head full of Will Rogers jokes. Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Reno, Hydro, then Elk City. Since they padlocked the U-Drop Inn in Shamrock, no one's ever been. No one's ever been gone down that mother road so long. Ever since that long road's been so long gone away. Now McLean is a slippery level slope. I seen him worshiping the devil's rope. Seen the biggest cross I ever seen. Seen the leaning tower of water lean. And there's nothing on the pike in Amarillo but yellow stripes and dead armadillos and that mellow sight at the farm of ants, them Eldorados at the Cadillac Ranch. They say Glen Rio is the last motel, but Tucumcari has the blues well, and Albuquerque has the deep blue hole, and nothing. They say Glen Rio is the last motel, but Tucumcari has the blue as well. Santa Rosa has a deep blue hole, and Albuquerque has the El Vado. Gallop on past the petrified, the meteor crater, and the genocide. Navajo, Hopi, Yavapai, Havasupai, and the Wallapai. No one's ever been gone down that mother road so long. Ever since that long road's been so long gone away. Stop at Needles in the promised land to be searched for evil exotic plants. Cars go on from the old Amboy to Barstow, or they stop at Roy's, or the Wigwam down Rialto way, or some other kitschy spot to stay. Cucamonga, then Pomona, Laverne, San Dimas, and Glendora. Take a left in Pasadena, take Sunset to Manzanita, Hollywood, West LA. The boulevard goes all the way to Ocean Ave. If you don't stop here, you drive off the Santa Monica Pier. It's a long way from Lakeshore Drive. No one's ever had a better ride. No one's ever been gone down that mother road so long. Ever since that long road's been so long gone away. Ever since that long road's been so long gone away. Ever since that long road's been so long gone away.
Wow.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Awesome.
Thank you all for a wonderful time, wonderful music, wonderful company. I will see you again.
So please take care, be well.
Yes, we'll see you
See
soon.
you,
Storm.
Storm.
Thanks for being here.
Bye, Storm. Take care.
Ellis, that was amazing. How do you do that? How do you say all those words so?
Yeah, I couldn't keep track of them either. It was wonderful.
I was impressed. A very cool song.
I hit the guardrail down there.
Ellis, are you wearing a Fesco disc?
A what?
A Fasco disc? What are you wearing on your shirt?
I don't know the name of it. This is a thrift shop disc.
It's from Crete. It's a Festos disc. It's ancient Crete.
How do you spell that? What are you saying? What's the word?
How do you spell it, Dan?
Oh God. I don't know.
F, P.
It's very nice, but I've never heard those words either.
It's hand stitched.
What?
Costs a quarter, half price.
You got a deal.
I know.
See?
Oh, so what is
Disc. It's
what
a
is-
Christos disc. It's from Crete.
It's from Crete.
It has a translation. It's ancient.
what's the word?
P-H-A-E-S.
P-H-A-E-S-T-O-S. T-O-S.
Show us again. I got you on the spotlight now. Show us again.
P-H-A.
Can you put it in the chat, Angela?
Yeah, I'll try to see if I can remember how to spell it. But this is this was Dan's T-shirt, but he wore it out, so I just cut out the Festos disc.
Oh gosh, it's like the same T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's a good idea. I'm going to follow his example and wear it out.
Where'd you get those? Where'd you get yours?
I got it at
In
some
Crete.
thrift shop somewhere.
Really?
She went to the real place.
Wow, that's right.
Dan and Angela. Dan got his in Crete, right?
Yeah. I think it's
Wow.
Festos like that.
P-H-A-E-S-T-O.
P-H-A-E-S.
All right.
T-O-S.
T-O-E-S. Fast.
The place I was at was
Tom just spelled
concrete.
it.
It's Greek. I mean,
Tom got it.
they translate it.
It's Greek.
Oh, see,
Nice. Yeah, Tom Maynard just posted the spelling.
Oh, okay, good. Thank
All
you.
right, guys. Well, that was very cool.
That's
and
how you do it, yeah.
yeah, thank you, Judy and Ellis, and Dan and Angela, and we learned something tonight. So, and now since Charlie and Melissa didn't make it, I hope Melissa gets feeling better. But they did say that they might not make it if she wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
So
Is
that
that right?
means
No.
that means that we are ready to have Freddie and wrap up the night with Freddie K. And Stephen did. Stephen sent his love and good wishes and thank you all for being here. But he's pretty sick and he just had to go lie down. So he's sorry he's not wrapping up the night. But anyway, Freddie is. So folks, give it up for Freddie K.
Okay. Sorry to hear Steve is not feeling well.
Yeah, thanks, Freddie. He's on the upswing now. He had a really bad week, but we did get him tested. It's not COVID. It's just a really bad respiratory infection. So he'll be improving.
Okay. One day at a time. Song's called Play Well With Us. Wanna be happy and just don't know how to do it. Tired of being lonely, but I just don't seem to be able to get along. See, I just don't seem to play too well with others. I always seem to kick sand in someone's eyes. I just don't seem to play too well with others. They're always trying to rip off my disguise. I wanna get in my car and drive, but I really got nowhere to go. Cause there's an Indian tribe living inside my head.
my eyes too long, the sea turns to red. See, they just don't seem to play too well with others. They always seem to get sand kicked in their eyes. Just don't seem to play too well with others. Everyone's afraid of their disguise. I wanna be happy, but I just don't know when I have to wait. Gotta be lonely, but I just don't seem to be able to get along. See, I just don't seem to play too well with others. I always seem to keep sand in someone's eyes. I just don't seem to play too well with others. They're always trying to rip off my disguise. I wanna get in my car, just fucking drive. But I really got nowhere to go. 'Cause there's an Indian tribe living inside my head. And if I close my eyes too long, the sea turns to blood red. You see, they just don't seem to play too well with others. They always seem to get sand kicked in their eyes. They just don't seem to play too well with others. Everyone's afraid of their disguise. Now I won't be happy, but I just don't know how to do it. Tired of being lonely, but I just don't seem to be able to get along.
All right, great.
Hey,
Great song.
one more Native American song. In the view of me, anyway, it may not be in the eyes of them, the Native American. Say, who is this guy? He don't speak for us. I don't know. I can feel for them though. Certainly been out in the back tundra, feeling their presence and their wisdom. See if I can close this door without the dog's got his arm hanging in the door here. St. Bernard with me here. Okay. It's called Birth Pains of a Nation. Let's see if I can just close this door, shut out some noise. Get out there. He's probably gonna start crying. Wah, 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 wah. 50 odd years on this forbidden rock. Never noticed the sun go down on one side or the other side. A full moon pop up. I've been a liar. I've been a thief. I felt the heartache of an Indian chief. Where have all the good people gone? Where's the love? Where were Jesus and the angels? down from above. Guess it's in the heart. I guess it's in the soul. It's the last summer between the summer heat and the freeze when the cold. Televangelists with Colgate smiles. They would scare a crocodile. Politicians with six-figure pensions. Who am I to criticize as I sit here with a full moon in my eyes, thinking about lost Indian nations? One day it'll come about, just like the giant gives in and the giant goes out, and the crickets singing the wolves. Babe, we're pains of a nation, move on to the next generation. As the hippies turn old and gray, and the girl in the wheelchair cries, I just want to go outside and see the full moon. One more time. One more time. 50 odd years on this forbidden rock. Never noticed the sun go down on one side. On the other side, a full moon pop up. I've been a liar. I've been a thief. I felt the heartache of an Indian chief. Where have all the good people gone? Where's the love? When will Jesus and the angels come down from above? I guess it's in the heart. Guess it's in the soul. Guess it has summer between the summer heat and the breeze of the cold. Televangelists with Colgate smiles. Don't scare a crocodile. Politicians with six-figure pensions. Who am I to criticize as I sit there with a full moon in my eyes, thinking about lost Indian nations? But someday it'll come about, just like the guy comes in and the guy goes out, and the crickets singing the wolves. Babe, birth pains of a nation, move on to the next generation. As the hippies turn, as the hippies turn, as the hippies turn, old and gray. And the girl in the wheelchair cries, I just want to go the fuck outside and see the full moon. One more time. One more time. One more time. 50 odd years on this forbidden rock. I never noticed the sun go down on one side. On the other side, a full moon pop up.
Oh, Freddie.
Good one, Freddie.
Nice job, Freddie. Nice to see you, brother.
I like how you said, I may not be able to speak for the Native Americans, but I can feel for them. That was a very beautiful way to put it.
You're right.
And as the Lakota say, Mitakuye Uyasi, we are all related, and Wakantanka Nishun, may the Great Spirit walk with you. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Kathy. Thanks, everybody. What a great night.
It was a lovely
Thanks,
night.
everybody.
Really good stuff. All right, we'll see you next week, and Stephen will be back in the saddle by then, I'm sure.
Great. Love you as well.
All right, love you guys.
All right.
Be well, all.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, thanks again.
Night.
Thank you, Judy and Ellis.
Yeah.